The lap seam is the simplest type of soldered seam and the easiest to create. Lap seams are appropriate when the seam will not be subject to repeated tensile stress. If tensile stress is expected or the copper sheet is thicker than 20 ounce, lap seams should be riveted before soldering. Some installers place rivets to keep the copper pieces close together while soldering. In this demonstration, we'll show how to solder copper sheet material, such as when roofing on relatively flat slopes, up to 3/12. On inclines above 3/12 pitch, this procedure is more challenging and time-consuming, as the molten solder will want to flow down slope and heat control is critical. Here's how a basic lap seam is soldered. Scribe a line 1 inch in from the tinned edge of the sheet. Apply flux to the scribed piece. Mark and apply a similar band of flux to the edge of the mating piece. Align one piece over the other so that they overlap to the scribed lines. Apply flux over the top of the lapped sections. Apply a heated soldering copper over the joint. When the sheets are hot enough to melt solder, apply the alloy to the joint. Natural capillary action, along with the flux, will draw the solder into the joint. Be sure the flat portion of the soldering copper's tip maintains full contact with the sheets. Slowly move the soldering copper along the joint. Note how the solder follows the hot copper. Reapply solder as required until it stops drawing into the joint. It may help to apply additional flux to a stubborn area. After the solder is cooled, you need to clean residual flux with a wet rag. Once the joint's cleaned, visually inspect the seam, looking for any voids or gaps. These need to be resoldered immediately, or oxidation will occur, making it impossible later on.